Hello, collective. Welcome to number three and another haunted story reading. Remember that this is entertainment for you, but it is truth for somebody somewhere. Where do you think most of the haunted stories come from? The haunted movies we see over the years. Places that are so bad where things go on that nobody would believe it. But for this, for that reason, I feel, I don't know, something to do with that. This is weird, okay? All I'm getting is paranormal that paranormal thrill seekers. Okay. Um really uneducated, non-believers. Like I said, like things that go on in this world that even when people are freaking out saying this happened, that happened, they were doing this, they were doing that. If it's really out there, people don't believe it. They think, oh no, there's something wrong with your brain. Um, I feel like there's going to be after effects as well. So I'm going to tell you right now, this is very weird decks that I have here for this. And they have me closing with a tarot deck. So more than likely there'll be a part two if you guys want it. You just have to ask. And I know I'm talking and I'm shuffling. It's like it's part of the energy, like somebody or one of our characters is procrastinating. I think they're going along with the crowd, you know, don't really want to say that they are scared and don't want to go. Yeah. All right. Your faith has saved you. Go in peace. See, playing around the garden, procrastinating. Really would rather not if you don't even mind. But I can't say it. Can't tell people that I don't want to go. I can't tell people that we really, I feel this isn't a good idea. So we have one character's energy popping out, but I feel like there's more. I feel like there's a group. But let's just see what comes out, okay? It's a haunted story reading for entertainment, right? So, thank you guys. Remember to like and subscribe. It's free. And here we go. This is Le Vampire. Love conquers all. Enduring loyalty, eternal love, lasting commitment. I think our character here, the one that's coming out so far, I know there's a group of them, but I feel like their character feels like if I go and investigate this or go with my friends and see if such and such a story is true, am I doing something bad or wrong or you know what I mean? Like, but the love conquers all. I think it's speaking volumes to our character, whether they pick it up or not, I don't know. Um, oh, that's so much better. Let me see if this is good. This is the Dark Mirror Oracle. Let's see what comes out to support. Love conquers all. So obviously our story is going to focus in on this one character, but they're almost giving me a scenario of, like these are those waiting moments where the rest of the gang, the rest of the group is queen of my world. Might be part of the story that the group is going to look into, but I feel like it's got something to do with the love conquers all. It didn't. it did, but I feel like our main character that's not a bad person. They just are hanging out with people that know about an area, a legend, and they want to go check out the area, see if they're, if this queen of my world is. I feel like it's her spirit that roams. You can kind of tell if you look. It's all like foggy in the back, and I know it could be foggy, but I don't feel like it. If you think about the haunted stories or not stories, movies that you've seen, a lot of times when a spirit is in a movie and they're not alive anymore. Trying to think of that one. Uh, the other it's called. So when the spirit, and it was Nicole Kidman that plays the main character. For most of the movie, they don't realize that they're the ones that are dead. They think it's just bugging them. Every time they step out of the house to go and figure out where everybody is and what's going on and what's happening, they get lost in the fog. They can only get so far. Everything is foggy. So I feel like that's what this queen of my world. Love conquers all, enduring loyalty, eternal love, lasting commitment. It's like this queen of my world. She may have died a horrible, lonely death waiting for someone else that was already passed and she didn't know. We'll find out. But this is what's being looked into. We might not even find out everything because our characters, one's very nervous about it, are going to investigate this. So let's see. This is the supernatural join the hunt, and we're using this for the main spread. All right, for the collective, August 2025. A haunted story reading. Thank you for guiding us through it, protecting. So, let us know now how this is going to go for our character and characters that I feel will enter the story. Feel like they're being picked up, and off we go to this area. What do we have? Yeah, Case Chucks. So, again, feeling very impressed, nervous. Uh, it's a younger energy. You really want me to go? See, this is why they're going. Because, so it's more than likely a female, but she's young, see? And maybe this crowd is, like maybe she's in junior high and they're the seniors. You follow me? Or if it's, maybe she's a little older, she's a senior in high school and these guys are college guys. Like, the whole point is that the crowd is older than her and she wants to be a part of it. Like it's like in their world, it's a huge honor to be invited out to hang out with these people. The fact that this is what they're going to do, maybe they do it all the time. It's nothing new for them, so it's not like a trick or anything. But this time they've invited um, our character that's showing up and is very nervous about going, but is going to go, but very apprehensive about what Jesus thinks about it. So let's continue. The Empress. Uh, this could be our character's mother, you know, um, maybe our character's been taught by her mother to be loyal. When you get invited or accepted into a group of friends, um, you need to be loyal and and accept their offers or they're not going to ask you anymore kind of thing. Uh, it's now or never, kid. feel like there's some tension there as well to be the popular kid. So pressure from two angles. When all the while she's saying to herself inside, oh, is this really a good idea? I really have a bad feeling about this. She's not getting any support. King of Swords. The King of Swords. I feel like this is the Empress's backup. Okay, like this is like a mom and dad. I feel like dad leaves it up to the Empress to deal with such things. He only brings the hammer down when he needs to. So neither one of these people are really any support. Um, I'm not, he's honest, but I think he's like old school. And it might just bring more trouble on this young girl if she bothers her father about such thing. Uh, yeah, Seven of Cups here. Very, again, it just goes with this. We just keep going back to this initial card. It's the Seven of Cups, which is being overwhelmed emotionally. Um, so round and round the garden, right? With prayers and, just within struggling with fear about this upcoming event. Three cups behind that. So definitely social interaction. So there's probably at least two other people picking her up. So we're clarifying with the deviant moon. All right, for our hockey story reading. And now our main character seems to be a young female. How young, I don't know, but she's still with her parents. So teen, I'm thinking. Young teen, mid-teens, invited out by the cool kids. The cool kids are going to go and investigate somewhere that's haunted, dangerous. Five of Pentacles. Right. This is out in the cold. Lacking. Lacking in popularity in this scenario. Lack of support from family to not have to impress a crowd that is putting her in a very nerve-wracking situation where she would rather keep herself in the Five of Pentacles. But even if she does that and she doesn't go and she stays home, she's gonna have these two on her about status, and maybe these parents one or both of them know the parents of these kids. So it's like you have to go hang out. They've invited you. You must go. What would I say to so and so and so and so if you don't go? Like it's some big honor. The Empress, very superficial, worries about what other people across the street and down the road think of her instead of her own daughter. Yeah, Queen of Wands. She's all about superficial things, being, what she looks like on the outside. And, she reminds me of somebody that, like some of the Hollywood stars that have got themselves so plastic surgeryed up and Botoxed up and all the other things that you don't even recognize them. And they don't even, like, they think they look better and younger and they look like, who the hell are you? Like, if you had just let yourself age naturally and, try to just naturally keep yourself like the rest of us do, um, you'd probably look better than some sort of freak that nobody even recognizes anymore. But that's what this Empress is like. She's very Hollywood. If that makes sense. That's the best way to put it. Very superficial, very Hollywood. And she's trying to impress this on her daughter. Now, the King of Swords. I can see why this is going into a part two, or it can, because, and we're barely going to get to the haunted part because it's given us such a description baseline on our main character here. Two of Cups. Yeah. Two of Cups is coming in under the King of Swords. This is the father. This is the, he married for superficial reasons as well. He married this empress because she was really hot, because that's what he cares about. And because of that hotness, he lives under the regime of her running the show and worried about keeping that front of how the family looks. Now, back to our storyline, their daughter has been invited out by a crowd of kids that's probably a little older than her, very high society, the cool kids, the crowd that everybody wants to be with when you're younger and you got no brains, right? But this kid does. She's got instincts. She's connected to the Holy Spirit. So he's going to protect her regardless, right? She's protected, but we'll see where this goes. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Wands. See, this, our character feels like she has to defend herself all the time. She's got to keep up the status quo because of her mom and her dad. And these kids have put pressure on her and invited her, so she's really caught between a rock and a hard place. We let it go. So, having said that, this is the Witch Tarot, and we're gonna get our. It's not really advice on this story, but it's gonna be like now where this is going now. Like I say, I might just do the part two anyway. I don't know how to frickin' link this to the part two. So if especially Christy Harris, you've done that for me before. If I do a part two, if you don't mind and you watch it, will you link the one to the other? Somebody. I don't know. All right. Wow.